keep going with our Icarus map since we hit a bit of a ceiling. Hey,
Yeah.
speedrun! You stayed! You're awesome! You get 1,000,000 internet points. They mean nothing.
Every
Absolutely.
bit hand signed by Xionyx. Every one. If you get one less than 1,000,000 bits of hand signed Xionyx internet points, I just turn around or walk away.
Sometimes things just aren't worth it. But yeah, no, thanks for sticking around, man. I tried to make that break as quick as possible. Finding host. Wait, no.
You said you were ready to go, so I clicked resume and blah blah blah. So now I'm just chilling until you tell me otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was said it was being hosted by another player, then you canceled, and then it was like, the game was freaking out, man. Freaking out.
Bring it out.
But yeah, no, Attack on Titan's going to become one of our games up. You can join.
More norms for a little while.
Yeah, it's going to be part of our regular rotation. I need to update the schedule.
Besides this Icarus mission that we're on, we got a lot of flex room, so.
Yeah, we got quite a bit.
You know, that's so nice that you'll never leave. All the other people, I have to chain them into the room.
Well, it's like
The fact,
this one gal who was in a wheelchair. I had to put my foot down.
but speed bump, more like speed stoppage.
And okay, let's go ahead and go to bed.
Okay, I had exotics to go take a gander on. I got plenty plants to take a gander on. We did not find squashes. Well, the
Yeah, well,
legit
I don't think
squashes
we've done
apparently.
the. Oh, that's right. You put the drills down, right?
Yeah, I'm going to check on them right meow.
Gotcha.
They were fresh though when I left them, so it's gonna be more simple babysitting. They should be mostly done because we pulled about I think 160 before we called it, and I was right.
Oh
They are now
shit.
done.
I need to make a delivery of exotics to my spaceship.
Yeah, like I said, and I got another 26 on me. You mind running back or to where I'm at real quick, like?
Yeah, just run
Put a
over.
waypoint where you're at. I put a waypoint where I'm at.
I'm at the house, dude.
I know, but your waypoint at the house is now gone.
Oh, roger that.
Thank you. F, take fuel can. Close. Pickup drill.
The exotics are done. Oh, the exotics
Yep,
are
they
done.
are done. Yeah, I know. Apparently, between me picking up and leaving and us calling it before going to bed.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been some sort of glitch.
It could have been. I mean, it was on par for being our best drill.
If you want to give me your exotics, I'm just gonna run and put them in the spaceship.
I'm gonna go over here where it's all nice and clear like. Inventory. Drop. Drop. That's all.
That's 146 exotics.
146. Sounds low.
Yeah, 146. The weirdest background on their laptop. Well, I wouldn't say mine is
Fine.
weird. Um, it has boobs, so I'm reluctant to show it.
I mean, I've had some abstract art too, so
Yeah, no, posting in
40,
Discord safe.
60,
Even if
40,
there's nipples involved, it's 100% okay.
40,
And if there's not nipples involved, then you lose points.
120. Oh, you're right, 146.
You wolf.
Of course, I guess when you include the entire, you know, generalization or norm of memes.
But yeah, no, it's
And this is supposed to be the weirdest? I don't think that earns weirdest. Well, to be fair, I haven't made that or something like that a background, so
well, I have a rotating background, so I
yeah. But I guess if we're going that direction, I would argue I generally don't go for weird backgrounds. I go for well, what I perceive to be key backgrounds. Dang, drilled, stored. So do you actually want to go and hit our drop points real quick just to make sure we have everything we need annotated in Meow?
I mean, we got a ways to go to hit the drop points. Um, I can like the
Well,
second
you could
drop
go
point is
solo.
gonna.
I could join you because you're pretty much close to one, and then it's gonna take an expedition to the other. I'm hoping the one closest to us is the one that wants the food, because be
The
a little
one
bit of
closest to us, I believe, is the one that wants the food.
yeah. So if you don't mind hitting that, if you're gonna hit that, I'll go back to mining because, like you were saying, we need more copper and iron for the rest of the bullets and whatnot, and guns because we need more guns.
Okay. I will do that.
Thank you much. So,
If it makes you happy, I will do it.
if I said it would make me ecstatic, would you do it more happily?
No, it actually probably doesn't get fucked.
Fine.
That's better.
Just remember when you're running through the green areas to look for low bushes with yellow flowers or what you call them again? Gennis or something?
Gorge.
Gorsh.
The fuck do you want gorge for?
I don't want the gorsh. The gorshes are signs of squashes.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I was trying to tell you last night is if you see that stuff, it's ultimately supposed to be a sign that there's a it should be connected to a squash if you see a big yellow flower sort of close to the ground.
Huh. I did not know that. Oh, that's a bear.
You gonna clap your hands?
No, I'm gonna blast it in the face. Fuck you,
Oh,
Yogi!
actually,
You
we
don't
still
get this
need to
picnic
loot.
basket.
I ran past it.
Oh my god, there's another one. There's some prime meat I'm never gonna be able to use.
Of course, when you skin the bastard, you get prime meat.
Well, yeah, the game likes me.
Mm-hmm.
It hates you.
Favoritism. I hate favoritism.
You know, sometimes you just need to take a bear and blast its face off.
I mean, how many bears really need a face? Actually, fun story.
That's
I've said
why
a couple
God
times now.
invented Smith and Wesson.
So, fun story I heard in the military. Could be a lie. You know, it's a military story. So,
It's probably a lie.
yeah, put it at like a 60-40, 60 lie, 40% truth. No idea. Never looked it up. So, apparently, Smith and Wesson put out I believe it was Smith and Wesson, a gun company, put out an ad pretty much going, hey, you go hunting, blah blah blah. What do you use to take on bears? Now, part of the reason why I find this fascinating is on my first no, actually both of them were on my first deployment. This one guy was like, "Yeah, no, I love going hunting. I go hunting with this rifle, don't remember." And he's like, I also carry with me a 50 caliber pistol." I'm sitting there going, "Why the fuck would you have a 50 caliber pistol while going hunting?" He's like, "Dude, when you're out there hunting and you're focusing, then all of a sudden a bear sneaks up on you, you want a 50 caliber." No if and or about it. It's like, "Oh, okay, you tell me." I mean, bear sounds scary. And later, talking to this other guy, he's like, "Yeah, no, apparently, gun companies set out an ad. Hey, when you go out and you're hunting bears, what do you use?" And they would get like, "Oh, I use this 30-06. I killed 4 bears. I use this rifle, this pistol, this whatever. I killed 4 bears, 3 bears, 2 bears, whatever." And this one guy wrote in. He's like, "I don't know, or I've killed something like 30 bears, but my grandfather, he's killed like 200." And they're sitting there going, "Somebody's killed 200 bears?" Yeah. Oh, well, correction. He's killed 200 bears with a 22. Now, obviously, they're sitting there going, "That sounds like some bullshit." But they're like, "Hey, somebody's claiming they killed like 100, 200 bears. Might as well, investigate, ask some questions and what have you."
Yeah,
And,
I have
and,
questions.
and so they go up to Alaska where this guy was at, and he's like, "So, seriously, you're saying your grandpa killed 200 bears?" It's like, "Yeah, with a 22 rifle." Yep. So how would he do it? Well, he would wait until the dead of winter, when most even polar bears are going to be in a more restful state.
Yep.
And what he would do is he would look for little puffs of steam just escaping from snowdrifts. And so what he would do is he would walk up on the bear closest to where the steam puffs were, and he would take the 22 rifle, he would jam it in, and he would wiggle it around. And assumably, since if it would work, the bear would get angry and bite onto the barrel of this 22. And so what my grandfather would do is he would pull the trigger and he would run away. Because if it failed, you have a pissed off bear. But if it worked, bear skulls are obviously very thick and very sturdy. So a 22 round wouldn't do any damage to the skull, but it would scramble the brain.
Yep.
So that's how he killed 200 bears. Like I said, it could be a lie. It's probably a lie, but it's still a fun story, so I retell it.
Some stories are better than others.
Well, as that one guy Tom said, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Xanax knows the Tom I'm talking about, possibly.
Oh shit! No, lying is like 90% of what I do.
Mm. He's a programmer.
No, no. Well,
And
I
tech
mean, I
support.
am a programmer. I don't lie as a programmer. I lie because I'm technical support. I lie to people constantly.
I'm like paid to lie.
Yeah, in my defense, I lie because our marketing department lies.
And if I just prove that our marketers were liars, people will feel bad. And I don't want people to feel bad. So it's just better to keep telling the lie.
Yeah, so I need to tell the customer they're dumb. Which, don't get me wrong, most of the time is true. Yeah, I am a manager and technical support.
Which means he lies like 4 different times.
Oh yeah.
A
Um
programming manager, technical
yeah, yeah.
support.
You
Lie,
you
lie, lies.
cannot trust anything that comes out of my mouth. None of
I
it.
mean, hell, that's damn near a Metallica song. Lie, 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 my darling. Just say the simple words. Lie, 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 my darling. So, A, I should have ate food before I went out on this little journey. And B,
But
I
I don't
think
have any
worms should drop
fiber.
food. Okay, so we're good on all the bigger metals. We just need to worry about the like iron and copper, right?
I have no idea. I am not at the house.
Well, it's more you're not making any more electronics, correct?
I mean, not at the moment. I'm in the Arctic.
Fine, fine, fine.
I don't know if I need more metals. I did not look into that. Like, honestly, I'm in the Arctic fighting for my life.
Mm-hmm. Fighting what?
Cougars, wolves, no polar bears, unfortunately.
No cougars?
No, no polar bears. I'm fighting
You said
cougars.
yeah, you're
Cougars,
fighting cougars.
wolves, no polar bears,
I
unfortunately.
said snow cougars. SNOW. Snow cougars. I didn't know there were snow cougars. That's why I was like, snow cougars? Fuckers.
Yes, snow cougars. You should be aware of snow
Yes,
cougars.
shellfishness.
I don't know why you don't know about snow cougars.
I guess I'm just limited to the massacre of innocent polar bears. What do I know?
Alright, there you have your list now.
Oh, 300 oxide. Totes forgot about those, but I think we got that covered right now. Health restoration, I think you did. So fish were
Ah.
done. Watermelon, well, watermelon. Um, fruit we're working on. Okay.
No, it didn't blow me up. I'm actually pretty safe next to this thing. Feel like,
Well,
excuse me for a
until it
second.
comes down.
I'm gonna take a
Now,
leak.
there was this one hysterical clip from somebody he follows. Handle Anglicet, I believe. She built a house, a stone house, which takes some goddamn time. And somebody decided to join her. Well, the person who joined her. Now, to be fair, disclaimer and whatnot, you don't determine where you land. Well, this guy, in not determining where he lands, landed right on her house. She was not a happy Icarus person. It was very hysterical. Especially since it was a sizable domicile.
Yeah, let me find it real quick. Oh, if I would have stood underneath it, I would have died. We've actually done that test already.
Well, it happened already. Wouldn't call it a test.
Yeah, Buddha damn near landed on my ass, and I
Zyonix apparently doesn't know to look for falling rocks, but apparently it's my fault as the falling rock.
there we go. This is annoying.
Oh, that's not gonna work out at all.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes you just need to. You're gonna be a bitch about this, aren't you?
Yeah, park.
It is Twitch.
There we go. All right, check this out, speedrun. This is
Now.
fucking hilarious.
There's no visual for it. You just get to see the after effects, just as a heads up.
Yeah, it happened while Angelisette was AFK, and she had her away from screen thing up. So there's no, you don't get to see it happen. You just see the aftermath, and it's pretty fucking funny.
She did not build a modern art painting house, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, it's
You
worth the time.
wolf. I'm torn between going south and exploring the rest of the map and just going out where I know. I'm just gonna go out. I want to get out of the frost before I fucking get wrecked.
Yeah, I would say just leave. Wait a minute, you're getting wrecked? Oh, that's right. You didn't come in with frost armor.
I mean, I'm doing okay, but I don't have bandages. I don't have suture kits.
Fuck you, game.
So it's not an ideal situation as far as I'm concerned.
Guess this kind of works out, actually.
But yeah, no. When that I was in Anji's chat when that happened, and that was the funniest damn thing I've seen all month. Like, she was so mad.
I mean, actually, I can kind of get behind that. I mean, it was kind of close to that whole guy got hit with the tire thing for me. I don't think it'll have as much comedic value on our preceding plays, but yeah, no, that was solid.
Yeah, no, he did. He broke half her house, and then he stabbed him to death for it.
She stabbed him to death.
Yeah, she stabbed him to death for it. That was fucking. I was dying when I watched that.
But yeah, no,
I was fucking dying.
well, you have to think of the beauty of it too. Like she built what, well, as far as I'm concerned, a little more complicated of a house than she had, like little side or alcoves and whatnot. And she happened to be in an alcove, AFK, when it landed. So when she turns around, what I'm assuming was essentially her entire center area just gone. Like the retro rocket burns, just melted rock and everything else she might have had stored in that area.
I don't know. My favorite thing about it was she came back in, and there was another player that was like right next to her, He looks at her. You watch the character model look at her and go, yeah. And then look away and like slowly back away. And then she pulls out the knife. She's like, come here. Like the whole thing was just fucking gold. Like everything about it was gold.
I mean, I just imagine Zyonix seeing his stone house being melted, or he doesn't get to see it melt away, sadly enough, which would add to the greatness of it. Especially since I just imagine myself coming out going, "Hey, I'm here to help. Why do you look so angry?" What? I'm here to help. Why are you stabbing me?
You seem to be upset.
Here I come to help. And these barbarians on Icarus just pull out a knife and start ganking. Some people are just ungrateful. That's all I really gotta say.
But yeah, no, Anji was actually the first person to raid me, so
Well,
she's good. She's good people.
yeah. She was the first really big person to raid us.
No,
And
she's
she
the
is big.
first.
Well,
She was the first
guess so.
person to raid us.
I guess where we had at least one or two other raids. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were small, but doesn't matter. I'll be wrong.
Anji was the first person to raid us. We got 5 followers that night.
I remember it like it was yesterday. We were playing Icarus, and then we called it a night.
Nah, that was a sure Tenchi. When Anji raided us, we kept going for like another 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Of course, it was more a jab on the whole. We got raided. I remember almost nothing else. I actually was a little annoyed with you, where it's like, we got raided, and it's like, oh yeah, no, I thought you and Tenchi would get along. I need to call it. Oh, you little bitch! You don't need to call it right now. You don't need to call it right now. I was not happy.
Yeah, you were mad at me when Tenchi raided us.
Huh?
You were 100%. Yeah, we got raided by this guy, Ashura Tenchi, and I was literally like, Buddha, I need to call it a night. I need to go to bed, and then we got raided by this guy, Ashura Tenchi. He's this funny Jamaican dude, and
Well, Islander person. I still don't know if he's Jamaican or Haitian,
Caribbean.
honestly.
He's a
but
funny Caribbean dude.
yeah, Caribbean is more accurate.
And he came in and he raided. He was like he raided us while I was like, I gotta call it a night, dude.
I'm just done. I need to call it raid. I mean, I can't tell him to stop being a little bitch when we just got raided. He's like, no, I gotta.
Like seriously, I need to go to work tomorrow. God damn it!
Come on, just give a half hour, an hour, something. We gotta make an impression. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Funny, somewhat.
To be
racist
fair,
coming
we
from the
talked with
military.
Ashura and Anji for like 30 minutes before I called it. We weren't
So-
actually doing anything.
So, when I was at basic, there was this guy named Per Year. Big dude, big black dude. He was built like he was as cuddly as could be, but at the same time, I think if he was angry, he could probably snap me in two. Now, one of the trainings you have to go through in basic is you have to go through what's the proper term? You have to go through what was it called again? Either way, so you have to go into this room, and they fill it with CS gas, which is ultimately gas that they use to control mobs of people. Like when the
Tear
police are
gas.
shooting tear gas, this is the military grade version of it. Now, we have to go into it wearing our protective mask, because calling it a gas mask is technically inappropriate or inaccurate, so we're not supposed to say it. But we had to go in wearing this shit. And I went in, the guy next to me, Muri, I liked Muri. He pulled off his mask. He took a little bit of a breath. He started freaking out. He was jumping up and down. He ran out. And I'm just sitting there going, "You dumbass, what are you doing? You know that it's only going to make it worse for you." And then per year was the guy next to him. And per year takes off his pro mask. And the drill sergeants are going, "What are you doing, Private? Put your mask back on. Put your mask on." He's like, "I can't breathe with it on, drill sergeant. I can't breathe." We're in military grade tear gas, and he's just taking it like I'm breathing, man. I don't know what is everybody responding to? And I'm just sitting there going, that is amazing. And thankfully, I was actually at the tail end of it. So, because when drill sergeants really, really want to fuck with you, they'll sit there and be like, because before you leave, they have you take off the mask and they have you say something. And the something that I've heard the worst people say is like, sing the Army song. I was in the Army Reserves. And by the time I got there, they were kind of bored, I guess. So they're just like, say your name and rank. So I said my name and rank, and they're like, okay, get out of here. And I was able to do it in a single breath. I was doing fine. I was like, you know what? I'm curious. I want to know. Okay, I'm gonna move my mic close to my face so you don't miss it. I took I'm out of a breath. I was dying. I was coughing, snot just running from my nose. I was done. I was like, no, no. And this is part of the reason why I thought back to Muri. I was like, okay, I kind of understand. And then I think back to Per Year, who's just like, I can't breathe with it on, drill sergeant. I can't breathe. That guy is a tank. How the hell is he just sitting there taking a straight up breathful, just like, I can't breathe with it on, drill sergeant. Oh my god. Please be my friend and don't hurt me. I miss those guys.
Another good option speedrun is when they subscribe, they go, so and so puts its lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Ah, yes. Which is funny because he never finished that movie.
No,
It puts
I
the
didn't.
lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It's still a pretty decent movie, I would argue, but Zonix got all but hurt about it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did.
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
What did I get hurt about?
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, what happens at the first half-ish of Silence of the Lambs is you have Clarice, I forget her full name. Clarice is a FBI trainee who has an emphasis in psychological behavioral psychology, whatever it is. They're supposed to be the people who, find serial killers based on obscure clues. And whoops, he got turned around. And she gets sent to do an interview with Hannibal Lecter. And as soon as she got sent, he's sitting there going, they're sending somebody who's not a fully trained operative in to go interview Hannibal Lecter. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And he is literally raving about this. I'm like, they explain it later. Just watch. Just follow along. No, this is bullshit. They wouldn't do that. Why would you send to somebody like that to do that? I'm like, seriously, they explain it. And pretty much, I think maybe just before, just after they explain, he's like, no, I'm done. I don't care to watch it. Now, it was a drinking night, which, frequent for us. But at the same time, yeah, no, he was just like, this is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. And it's like, come on, guys, just run with the flow. No, he wasn't going to keep going.
I don't remember any of this.
Yes, I do remember that.
Though, to be fair, me not remembering any of this. isn't
the last half of
exactly
the
rare.
movie?
No, I don't remember watching it with you.
See, I thought I was the first one to make you watch it. It was like, oh yeah, no, it's pretty good, and you got, like I said, didn't even get to the halfway point, and you're just like, you would not send in an or a trainee to go have a, to interrogate or whatever a serial killer. Like seriously, like they kind of try to explain it to make it make sense. No, they wouldn't do it. He's gone.
I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I do frequently forget things when I'm drunk. I am totally willing to admit that. I don't remember any of this. But it may very well have happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Right now, I am because I'm all pixelated, or the big screen's all pixelated.
Right now you're lying because the big screen is pixelated?
Who is on the main screen? I'm on the main screen because I'm pixelated, or because it's pixelated. So you're the little bitty screen. I'm the biggie screen.
Fixed.
I mean,
Don't worry,
I'm a little
Buddha.
sad that you
You're no
don't.
longer primary.
I'm a little sad that you're not enjoying my perspective.
I'm sorry I let you be primary for so long. It was wrong of me. I shouldn't do it. I won't do it again.
All right, now I'm curious. Well, I'm waiting for my produce. When you're big enough to get subscribers, and when somebody subscribes to you, should make it say their name. Is now the basement for however long they subscribed for. Now you can't leave. I have to admit, I don't think I understand that.
Our channel is the basement. Once you subscribe to the basement, you can't leave the basement. I don't feel like this is that complicated.
Yeah, I have weird perspectives, which is odd. Is having whatever. Good times.
It's like 90% of what you do.
Which is interesting. Why I'm missing it is kind of my point.
I mean, just because you're weird doesn't mean you catch everything that's weird.
Also true. Also very true.
Sometimes weird things happen and you're all like, that was weird.
Actually, the more weird part is where something weird happens. I'm like, oh, that's perfectly normal. No, it's not. It isn't. What was that one movie called again? The guy who went out to film car accidents and whatever at night. It was night something.
Damn it, I know what you're talking about too.
Oh, just to show how horrible of a person I am. I actually had an argument with Xionyx about whether the guy was morally bad or not. And he was actually quite shocked that I was like, no, I don't think he was that bad, or I don't think he is morally bad. I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's morally bad. He's like, dude, he got the guy set up to get killed. Well, you're not morally required to protect somebody either. What was it? It was Night something. That's all I can remember. Only watching it once.
Nightcrawler or something.
Nightcrawler.
Like that, yeah. Speedrun is now in the basement for 9 months. Now you can't leave. Yeah, no, I get behind that.
it's close at nighttime, I'll stay next to home. I don't know. I'm kind of liking Xionyx's perspective on this one, where it's like, Speedrunner. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. 9 months. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or we could always go for the more jigsaw-y type thing. You want to play a game? 9 months. Wow, that's actually terrifying.
You've been playing the game for 9 months now. Oh, that's not good.
Have you actually seen Silence of the Lamb speedrun? Okay, hold up.
It's a shitty movie.
It's not that shitty.
But it's iconic.
That is true.
Fruit pie. Pastry, watermelon.
I forget, Speed. You're in. Me. I forget, Speed. You're in our Discord, right?
Oh, so we need 10 more watermelon. We have the berries we need.
Oh, we only. How many more watermelon do we need?
10. We need 10 more watermelon.
Okay, then we're gonna be solid.
Yeah, because we need 80 fruit pie. And the fruit pie is 1 watermelon, 1 wild berry, 1 pastry. We need to make some more pastry. But yeah, we're epoxy. So we need flour. We need
I might have been screwing
more
that up.
flour.
Roger that. Yeah, it puts its lotion on its skin, or else. Okay, I keep thinking I say it's the back.
Are any of the major mods on 1.4 yet, like Calamity or oh god, what was the other one?
Calamity's the only one I know of, but that's
There's several, but
well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's several. So
Calamity's just like the big one, but there's like 2 or 3 big overhaul mods that are like Calamity. They're similar to in scope to Calamity.
well, I can pick up a bunch of wheat when I'm running towards the
Thorium
caves.
was one of the ones I was thinking of.
Go to bed real quick, please.
Is it nighttime enough?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was nighttime enough. Okay, there we go. But
God damn it, I'm gonna do it and I don't care.
what the fuck's going on with our water?
I would look at the power source, but outside that, oh, that's why. Look at the machining bench. There's another 40 exotics.
Okay, the water pump turned off for some goddamn reason.
I can think of 2 reasons. A, there's not enough draw. Because I have a hard time believing it's just gonna keep, you know, sending and sending and sending, even though there's not anything to receive, as it were.
Well,
Second question, now I think about it.
mhm.
Okay, you did do that.
I'm making a shit ton of pastry.
I finally got a full stack of titanium gear.
You're a twat waffle, you know that?
What? You want more wheat, right? It'll get more wheat.
Well, I'm just saying, you have full stack of titanium. I'm still running around with platinum and an iron knife.
Sorry.
You're a
My
twat
apologies.
waffle.
Platinum.
Oh, okay, all right. Never mind. Sorry.
Improper noun.
Okay,
That was my
okay,
bad.
platinum is reasonable. Okay, I'm
I
not
got
mad if you have
platinum knife,
platinum.
platinum pickaxe, platinum axe, and now a platinum sickle. Yeah, no, we do not have that much titanium.
Alright, so we have the fish fillets. The fish fillets are done.
Yeah. I would recommend, if you're down for the excursion, to make the sprint and just drop them, just to get the 75 done. And honestly, if you want to go Uber boss, I would drop off the 75 and run back with the 75 just so we could eat it. Because if I remember right, those are some nifty bonuses.
If we
Yeah,
pull them out, I think we lose them.
I doubt it, because if they spoil, we don't lose it. It's possible. Not gonna deny it's possible.
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot.
They have the clicker class. I'm sorry for missing that. I have no idea what that means. Is that like the mage class, I guess? Like,
No, it's the throwing class.
oh. Yeah, I almost never touched the throwing class, Badooch.
Alright. Alright. I'm going to...
Alright, random
Try
fascinating. Now, this could actually be due to our location, though, so I shouldn't check that. Oh, you making a run for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the red aspect to disappear real quick. What you want the fiber for?
I forgot I was wounded.
Okay, now's a better time to go running. I'll leave it to you to close the door.
Door?
So, like you were saying, we need a lot more wheat.
Yes.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Whatever you click does damage. There are accessories. I mean, I guess I don't really know. I haven't actually played a clicker class yet.
I mean, that sounds like me abusing auto clicker, not gonna lie. Oh look, there's a monster over there. Shift F4. 10,000 damage.
Sometimes you just need to click like a motherfucker.
You know, when you can make auto clickers be accurate every millisecond, it's amazing what you can do.
I mean, whether the game accepts 30 clicks a second or 15 clicks a second, it's largely just a matter of experimentation.
Yeah. That's why you test off, zombies and slimes.
Oh, that's a fucking dead end.
Of course, that also makes me wonder, like, are they sitting there every once in a while going, man, it's amazing how many people can click exactly 30 times a second.
Well, like the Metroid Dread speed runs
Huh?
have accepted auto clickers at 30 frames per or 30 clicks per second. Because there's a lot of the bosses that you can beat real quick by just
Yeah.
tapping your fire real fast.
No, and I get that. I'm just trying to think, though. It's like, well, first off, as far as I know, unless they, um, ported it, uh, Dread is still a Switch exclusive, isn't it?
Yes, Metroid Dread is a Nintendo Switch exclusive game.
So it's still a Twitch exclusive, but there are people who, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think back to some of those old like SNES controllers that allow for auto clicking and whatnot. I don't think you could program those, but I remember that they existed. So
Well, that's what I'm saying is, um, yeah, they have like yeah. So like the Metroid Dread runs at 60 frames per second. So if the fire button is pushed 60 frames per second, it's the same as holding down the fire button, so it doesn't work. So the fastest you can theoretically fire in Metroid Dread
it's every other second
is every other is 30 frames
frame.
per second,
Yeah.
and they have decided to allow 30 frame per second firing in the Metroid Dread speed runs for accessibility purposes.
I mean, personally, I'm viewing this in the same way as when I was watching that one guy giving the whole Minecraft breakdown, where it's like you had people, in a sense, doing entire doctoral theses about, well, the probability of X, and given this, and the fact that we've run simulations on Y, and it's like, it's fucking Minecraft. And for speed running, like, speed running communities terrify me after that.
The the only problem was with that particular run
Is you had
was
two unique enemies that had two very low drop rates, dropping at was which after something like 10,000 simulated renditions could not maintain or even achieve something anywhere close. Or at least that's what the guy who was giving the breakdown was saying.
no, the problem was that he streamed all his attempts.
Oh, except for that one, I believe.
The because he was streaming his attempts, they were able to track his drop rate, and he had a higher than normal drop rate.
That's right. That's right. I forgot that that was one of those other major caveats. Probably the most major caveats, but caveat.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no shit! I didn't even make it that far. Well, hooty hoo! I'm gonna put a fucking marker over a meow.
These goddamn pies go bad so goddamn fast.
Crumbles. But yeah,
That's the thing is I have 75.
honestly, I haven't had a pie in a while. Sorry, that was a response to speed. You know, actually,
Balls.
I don't know why, but the only pie that really catches my eye right now, like I really want to have, is lemon meringue pie. Don't really care for any other ones right currently. Couldn't tell you why. Just a fact. Well, a fact of my palate, I should say.
You can go. Go, 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 go.
Move! Of course, now that makes me think of... Um... Football coach. I can't run any faster, coach. Really? Bet if there was a bear chasing after you, you could run faster. Well, thank God. I know there's not a bear behind me. Well,
Nope.
that might be...
Can't pull the crumbles out.
Fine. Put them in, leave them in, let them decay.
They're in. It's satisfied. I tried to pull them out and I lost the check mark. So.
And I just had connectivity issues.
So, yeah, that's. Crumbles are done. At least, hopefully, they don't undone because of spoilage.
Guess that was hoping too much.
Having connection issues.
Well. And now apparently I threw away my platinum pickaxe, cause yeah.
Reasons. Yeah, Sabuda still ages towards me. Even though I'm like a year and a half older than him. The fucker.
What, old people just suck. Get off welfare. You're costing me money.
I like welfare.
I didn't know.
I feel
When did I
comfortable here.
become ageist, though? I'm a little curious now. I mean, I'll run with it for all stream, but still.
Oh, I hate old people. Yes, yes. Xionyx does hate old people. I really, really do. They drive like shit. They don't know how to move properly in the grocery store. They...
Now
Yes.
I'm curious how Xionyx started becoming ageist, though. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm missing the foundation, I'm sorry, but let me know.
No, I do hate old people.
What will you do, or a old person?
If I
What
were
will
an
I
old
do
person...
as an old person? I mean, I would just be like, I'm old. I've already paid into this shithole. You know, absorb the cost. Which is probably the most accurate thing. Especially with how our inflation rate is going. But then again, you're an Aussie, so well, I don't know. Do you have the? I figure we would have worse actually. Uh, pensions and whatnot.
I don't know. I am successful enough that I'm assuming that when I become an invalid, I will be able to pay people to leave me alone.
You come here. Yeah, leave me alone. Here's the dollar. Thank you. You're welcome. Now remember, yeah, leave me alone. Yeah, that's right. Leave me alone.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know,
I like my
like a
imagination better.
live-in nurse or someone who shows up to change my diaper every once in a while, you know.
Wipe my ass.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I only poop once a day. Like, how much does it cost to pay someone to come change my diaper once a day? Like, seriously, can't be that bad. Daycares do it all the goddamn time. It is frequently more than once a day.
You know, that's actually one of those little randoms that I always find amusing where people bitch about, the cost of things. Like, oh, daycare shouldn't cost as much, but you think you should get paid more for taking care of your own children. Well, that's different. Explain. But then again, it's sexist to ask them to
No,
explain.
but that's just it. It's like daycare is what, like $400 or $500 a month,
I have no clue. I'm not even.
and you know, I'm not asking someone to watch me 4 or 5 hours a day. I'm just asking someone to come by once or twice a day to change my diaper. Like a couple hundred.
The problem is well, unless you have, kind of pseudo fetish type thing. If they're gonna come by like that, it's gonna be like, oh well, I want you to cook a meal, and
I'm
you
not
already
asking her to. I'm not well, her. I'm assuming it's a her. It might be a him.
either way.
Maybe if he powders my
You're
balls
gonna be
nice.
picky about that. I mean, dude, I've cooked for you. I understand that you're gonna be like, I don't want to touch this again, which is fine. To each of their own. But yeah, no,
I mean, I would let you change my diaper.
you could not pay me enough to change your diaper.
Oh, come on, man. We're friends. We're like brothers, dude.
Yeah,
You
I'll
wouldn't.
grab a garden hose. I'll grab a sprayer for attachment to the garden hose. I'll put a fan there.
But you're like a year and a half younger than me. You're supposed to help your older generation.
And I've expressed this somewhere in my time with you when. Exactly. I'm still kind of part and partial. As soon as you become an invalid, you should just be euthanized personally, but
Why should I be euthanized? I have a friend who will change my diaper for me for an
You don't.
undisclosed amount of money.
Yes, and if this undisclosed amount of money is high, I'll hire somebody else.
So the
Hey,
principle
homeless
isn't wrong.
person.
It's just a matter of
Homeless
arguing
person.
about price. It's just about
Hey,
price
homeless
at this
person.
point.
Come here. Yeah, this old. No, he won't feel anything. You can do whatever he wants. Just make sure he's clean back there and put a fresh one on. No questions asked. All will be well. Yeah, no, I can run with this deal. And yes, I am your friend.
Well, if I've lost all control of my bowels, I probably wouldn't feel him rip my balls off, honestly.
No, actually, random. So, this last Sunday, I realized I'd probably be a horrible father.
This just now occurred to you.
Yes, actually, literally, yes. Don't get me wrong. I'd be a harsh father, but this last Sunday,
Go change your Uncle Kyle's diaper. Get it.
I would have had some rage issue. So, well, I have some nephews. I have one niece. Now, the oldest nephew, if I could take the hit, is a bit of a crybaby. Don't know what to say about it. Don't know why. I mean, I'm around him infrequently at best. You know, like once a week, as it were. And he gets in trouble, he cries. He's in the proximity of somebody who gets in trouble, he cries. He cries all the goddamn time. I mean, he's a active, rambunctious kid, but he cries a lot, and it irritates me. But whatever, to each their own. He's a sensitive boy. Now, my sister,
You make him change
having.
Uncle Zionix's diaper a few times, he'll stop crying. 'Cause he'll know what real terror is about. He might cry when he changes my diaper, but he'll stop crying for other reasons.
Well, as long as you cry at the appropriate times, I'll be happy.
I will cry whenever you want me to cry.
But yeah, no, my nephew just was crying, and I didn't realize it. Well, I realized it a little bit later, but he was just sitting there sniffling, and I was like, okay, I don't know what caused it, but he's a little bit of a crybaby. Whatever, let nephew be nephew type thing. Like I don't even know what to say at this point. Well, during this time, and this is at our post talk, I guess, like I didn't know this was the cause, but this is what was said later. It's time to leave, and this has happened more than once. My nephew's crying, and my sister is like, hey, it's time to go. Her mom, or his mom. And and I'm just sitting there like, come on, you gotta go, whatever. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, why are you crying? Okay, so this is, up to that point. Now let's hop back to what apparently led him to crying. My sister was talking about how my nephew, he is he's becoming a little more rambunctious in a certain way, and he's now like dancing around a lot. Okay, fine, kids do kid things, and he's very expansive what he's doing. So he's flinging out his legs, he's flinging out his arms, whatever. He's just dancing sporadically like a kid. And apparently, one day my sister was doing something, and my nephew comes in, and he is just bawling his eyes out, like literally just like he killed the dog. His sister's probably next on the list, whatever, and he's feeling bad about it finally. And my sister's like, "Oh my god, what the hell's going on?" And he's just in there like, "I'm gonna, lose rights to electronics for a week." And she's sitting there going, "What?" And I'm gonna lose electronics for a week. What happened? And then he shows and explains it while blubbering incessantly. And my sister's like, I mean, I know I'm supposed to be a little angry, and I know I'm supposed to be a little sad, but at the same time, I'm holding back laughter because my son is now just losing it, and there's really nothing to say. And so she's like, "Okay, son, I don't care about the wall. All is fine. I don't care. Continue on with your day. Go on and play. We'll take care of it." Well, apparently somehow he interpreted that as, "Mommy doesn't care about me." I'm sitting there going, "You little bastard! You're not even gonna come out and be like, 'Mommy doesn't love me,' among an uncle, your grandparents. Like, you've literally just isolated yourself to, 'I'm the most horrible piece of shit on the planet,' and you're not even gonna ask questions. You're like 10 years old. By that point, I was asking a lot of goddamn questions. But then again, I guess I'm me, and my nephew is sensitive. Yeah, no.
Friday.
After that came out, like I said, I just straight up just wanted to hit him. Like there was no like consoling. Okay, I can understand how it's missed. No, no. I just wanted to hit him.
You know,
There
there's a
was
whole generation of people that beat their children, and they turned out just fine.
seriously, but I mean, I just think of some of the more psychological abuse type shit that I had to deal with, and I'm like, really? Like okay, no. To be fair, I think I was 14 at the time. So my mother, great person. I love her. Not talking shit about her, just as a note. So, yet again, one more thing. Born and raised Mormon, so, religious aspect and whatnot. And she was sitting there talking about how she just had my elder sister. I was the youngest, my elder sister's sister, yet second youngest. She just had her, and she's like, I was taking a shower, and I just had this overwhelming feeling that I'm gonna have one more child. And I looked up to the ceiling to God and went, are you kidding me? This is a cruel and unusual joke. I was sitting right there. I heard these exact words, and I was just staring at her going, are you fucking shitting me? So, at the age of 14, so 3, 4 years older than my goddamn nephew, I just heard from my pet mom I was a cruel and unusual joke. I should probably feel something about this. But I guess sadly enough, all the other abuse I experienced in my life, kind of laughed at it and was. I actually took joy in telling people this story, but apparently that was insensitive. And how did I know this was insensitive? Because my mother told me it was insensitive to retell such stories. And do you want people to think I'm a bad mother? No,
Yes.
but you're a mother. Like, you're not good. You're not bad. You're just a mother. But apparently, I was a bad son for telling these stories. And it was like a month later, this bad mother was telling the exact same stories that I was retelling to another person. I'm like, no, no, no. At this point, you lose your veto rights. Either A, it's not meant to be told, in which case fine, or B, it's meant to be told, in which case no, no. You don't get the only right to tell such stories.
All right. I think I want to call it for the night.
Oh, really?
Um, I mean, I can keep going if you want to. I got to take a piss. I just.
Well, I gotta take a piss too, but I was like, I'm probably good to keep going for another hour. I don't know about
Oh,
you though.
okay. Then let's keep going. I'm gonna take a piss. Be right back.
But yeah, no, when I think back to like the list of childhood traumas, all that shit is like, oh, somebody spanked me, somebody called me stupid. Eh. Of course, I do remember hearing once, it's like, if you had access to the entire library, the entire ability of misery, you'd always gravitate to misery that you knew. Of course, another one is that makes me smile. This is my mother once threatened me with a knife. 100% true story. How's your life sounding thus far? I mean, Xanax will take his life. Well, yeah, I think Xanax would take his life any day over mine. I don't know if I would take Xanax's life any day over mine.
Yeah, Buddha does tend to have money just kind of show up for him. I kind of have to work for it.
Don't judge leprechauns, man.
Like I said, I kind of have to work for mine.
Kinda.
I worked hard to get to my kind. I have to work for my money.
I'm sorry. Getting deployed doesn't count as working hard. No, it doesn't. But it should. It kind of does. It's
Yeah,
for
you know what you
future.
got out of your getting deployed is you got out of college without any fucking debt.
Uh-huh.
That's what you got out of getting deployed. So you can blow me.
Sounds like smart investment to me, good sir. Smart investment. Thank God for the post 9/11 GI Bill.
I don't think it was that smart of an investment.
There were certain people I wanted to enhance interrogate for years on end, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so if your numbers were accurate, we no longer need, I keep wanting to say pineapple, but watermelon. So 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 80. So you might want to start making them because I was going to say the watermelon aspect spoils relatively quickly.
You're...
Do you have any idea how much more flour you need?
Fruit pie. Fruit pie. Wait. No. Yeah.
Which one? Sorry, Speed. I don't get a ding. So, number one or number two?
Oh,
Number
great.
one.
I thought you were asking which fruit pie.
No, he just had a great story. I was just like, which one was the great one? The knife-threatening one, or the I'm a cruel and unusual joke one, or the fact that I'm probably would be a horrible father and wanted to beat the shit out of my nephew for a little while, so, oh, my mom didn't like me.
What I heard was, which fruit pie?
Hot shower.
Fruit pie. Fruit pie.
I mean, it kind of works if you think about it.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
No. So we need a little more stuff in here for a biofuel can, by the by. So we need squash and we need corn. Corn is fine. Well, we have enough soybeans that we're gonna be fine. So seriously, comes down to squash. Wait for a storm to pass, but by and large, I guess I'll go south. Hold up a sec, I guess I can do some... So we need a...
You didn't have the mob load. You just been playing vanilla Terraria.
Lame.
Well, that took a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the clickers have the max DPS, so you can't auto-click. Oh yeah, I just found out I didn't even... Sounds contradictory? Counterintuitive? Sounds like your A equals not B to me? But hey, I misinterpret shit all the damn time. If I were to have one dream... Oh, so apparently, Zelensky, the guy in charge of Ukraine, to do some manipulative or emotional manipulation, decided to throw in a lot of different quotes, and one of them was the modified MLK quote of "I have a dream that one day our citizens won't be blown up by Russia," or something like that. It's like, really?
No, that's a dream right there.
A dream that's like 16 days long or something like that? I mean, not to be insensitive at all, but seriously?
What's going on here?
Rainstorm?
No, my I think my generator's no, I'm looking at this the biofuel stove isn't actually making anything. I'm trying to figure out why it isn't actually making anything. Oh, okay. I guess it just kind of glitched out there for a second.
Uh, I was just gonna ask first, do you think you have enough space?
I was worried about fuel is what I was worried about.
Well, you just got one spoiled plant as a heads up, so...
Yeah. Okay. It's working now. It was just one of those things where it's like, well, what the shit was going on there? But,
I might not like you right now, Zyonix.
what?
So, you had to make health restoration paste, and you made all the other pastes also.
If you look in the this fridge where I'm storing the pies, you will find the 20 health restoration paste.
No. They don't
So,
spoil, though. But okay, I understand. I understand now. My apologies.
yeah, but that's where I'm putting shit that goes to the drop pod.
Okay, okay. Like I said, I was just looking at that going, what is this Tuesday doing? But Roger that. I accept I was wrong slash inaccurate.
This Tuesday is finishing the goddamn mission, is what this Tuesday is doing.
Allegedly.
I'm trying, motherfucker. I'm
Steal,
trying.
steal. So we need 5 bolt actions, so that means we need 200 steel. So 1, 2, 3. So I need... What's the rate?
Oh shit, that's just flour. Okay.
1 to 1. So
Take all that flour.
I need 80 more steel ingots, and that will be all.
All you need is 80 more steel ingots. Roger.
Steel
That's
screws.
60.
Steel screws. Wait, am I missing them? have to be. It's Onyx. Where do you make steel screws?
Machining bench.
I see him. My apologies.
Alright, what's going on with my water? Okay, for some reason the water pump turned off. I don't know why, but apparently that's a thing. But I think we're probably done with the pastries at this point. Those
There's 3 of the
pies.
5 rifles.
That's
200 rounds will be relatively
51
easy.
pie.
120 buckshot. Sulfur. Oh wow. Epoxy, gunpowder, and copper to make the buckshot. So incendiary.
8 pie. That's 58 pie.
And incendiary just requires more.
22. Okay.
Oh, that helps out. Well, this is gonna be fun. So we need to initiate burn baby burn. We need a fuck ton of more charcoal.
Burn baby burn, what's that?
Burn baby burn, like we need more charcoal. We need a lot more charcoal.
Um we have 700 in the mortar and pestle. Guess the furnaces
So-
are off, but that's 300. And yeah, no, they're hit
You're
up
right,
the,
you're right. I
the
guess there's
yeah,
no...
about the furnaces and the mortar and pestle next to
You're right,
the
you're right. I missed those. I forgot about those.
no, the same,
But
man. I mean,
my
charcoal is
apologies,
not
my
a
apologies.
problem. It is
But
100% not a problem.
so we need enough gunpowder for 200 rifle rounds. So sorry. 3 to 1, so we need our 200, we needed 600 charcoal just for rifle rounds alone. We need
Okay.
120 for buckshot, and the problem with buckshot is it also requires epoxy, but it looks like you've supplied, so.
Yeah, no, I am always making
But
epoxy.
gunpowder requires 6, or buckshot requires um, 6 gunpowder per shell, and then you have incendiary. Adding it to the revenge stockpile. Okay.
Speed run made me do it. He said rifle cool. I wanted to show how cool the rifle was.
Well, see, Speed, one of the things you're not inquiring about is this rifle here holds 6 rounds.
I shot you
See?
once, you fucking Tuesday.
You wanted to see how cool the rifle was. This one has 6. It only took, oh, it took 4. So it took 4. So just to let you know, this cool rifle has, see, Buddha has better fire right there. Working with the fans. Now, while
I have the same
buckshot,
rifle. I only shot Buddha once.
but he
Buddha's
doesn't
being a
know.
Tuesday.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know the difference. Because see, hunting rifle, the one that I have, is the best rifle. See, Buddha better right there. I'm sorry. Don't be pansy. I was just showing it to the fan. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was totally showing it to the fan. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. Now, buckshot. No, not buckshot. Incendiary. Where's the incendiary? That requires more. I could have swore I researched incendiary. But yes, we need a lot of gunpowder, which means we're gonna so incendiary rounds. It's 1 ingot to 8 gunpowder. So if we look at, oh, god damn it.
We need 65 vegetable pies.
Yeah.
So the rest of the flour can,
But yeah, no,
can be
I think we're
used
gonna.
for bread dough. Because I have 80 pastry. And vegetable pie is only 1 pastry.
Dude.
So yeah, the watermelon and berries. I mean, I can make some more fruit pies for us to eat.
I mean,
it
would be nice. I mean, store it for now. It's low tier.
Well, I have 80 fruit pies and 20 restoration potions in this fridge right now. Honestly, the bread shouldn't be in there. The bread should be... But yeah. The 65 soybeans is actually what we need for the vegetable pie. So we need 65 corn and 65 squash.
Yeah, and that's the problem is we need to find the squash. And so this is where, I mean, I still have to do a certain amount for our metallurgy, so mining. Do you want me to go looking for squash? I mean, I can do that while you're going to drop. Oh, well, let's go to bed real quick. But I can go looking for squash while you're going to drop off the pies and what have. Okay. Well, I'm in bed now.
We didn't have an active fire.
Ah, that's why. But yeah, no, I can go looking for squash if you want.
I mean, we absolutely need squash. We
Yeah,
100%
we
need
fucking
squash.
need squash.
We have the soybeans we need. A couple more
So,
would be nice.
if I go too far north, I'm gonna start running into the desert. So, should I run north and just wipe that out as a possibility? Or should I run south and if I fail to, you'll run north after dropping off your deposit?
I mean, I wasn't planning on making a deposit, but I guess I can.
Oh. I must have misconstrued. I figured you had enough for 2 deposits. You'll go make the well, actually 3 if you'd pick up oxite. We have enough oxite.
Yeah, I do have enough for a few deposits.
Oh yeah, you could drop off everything except for the vegetable plies. So if you go north and drop off everything, and then once you're done dropping off everything, go further north to look for, um, the vegetable or for the squash. I'll go south and I'll look for squash, and that's gonna be the big thing. Is like literally, we just, I mean, it'd be better if we found more than one, but you find one, you go back and you throw it in the fridge because I mean, well, we don't need uh
I am running north.
yeah, I'm running south. I'm looking for squash. I'm still, well, no, we don't need lily anymore. Picking up more soybeans just to be safe.
Couple more soybeans. We're fine with lily. What we really need is squash and corn.
I wonder why sulfur is meant for planting plots. That just seems weird. Of course, to be fair, no, pneumonia. That's the one I was thinking of. Who here knows the closest, or the closest, easiest way to find pneumonia? Well, outside of store products, I guess I should say.
You know, for having increased movement speed with the bow, I'm really not seeing it.
Oh, that 5% adds up over time.
That's a yellow. The gorse
Yeah.
is a sign of squash.
Yeah, so if you see a yellow flower, like it needs to be low to the ground. If you see so that's T that you just ran by. Well, ran by like 10 seconds ago. I know, don't get me wrong, at this point I'm just straight up doing zigzag patterns going, I just need one. Just give me one. You know, like a professional woman in her 30s. Just give me one.
And banned by Twitch. But you know what? It wouldn't be a stream of Buddha and Zionix unless one of us said something completely and utterly offensive.
Except completely and utterly accurate.
That's the thing with offensive. It's
You know,
if it's offensive, it's generally speaking completely and utterly accurate. If it wasn't completely and utterly accurate,
well,
it wouldn't be offensive.
I disagree with that, but I understand where you're coming from.
At what point in time? Let's say I call you an anorexic bitch. Is that offensive to you?
Actually, correction. Well, to me, no. But
exactly.
You know what's funny?
Because you are not an anorexic bitch.
Do you know who Tess Holiday is?
No, I
She
can't.
is the first hyperly obese woman to become a cover model for lingerie and shit like that. Like literally, inducing. But yes, she became. She is very morbidly 2x obese woman who is now a lingerie cover model. Now, when she recently, like in the last couple of weeks, apparently, was saying, you know, my biggest health problem is I am anorexic.
Diabetes.
No, she's anorexic, and she probably weighs more than I do at this point.
Her biggest problem is she's a goddamn liar.
Well, that too, but she claims that she is anorexic. And I guess maybe she has some doctors telling her she's anorexic, but she
Yeah,
claims she's
and Dr.
anorexic.
Fauci has spent all sorts of shit about the Rona.
Well, and Fauci actually claimed that, you know, AIDS was going to be airborne like in the 80s. Both of which is going to get us banned from Twitch instantly, but still, seriously,
You know,
look into the history of Fauci. Like, that will blow your fucking mind. But yeah, no, Tess Holiday, morbidly obese, like lingerie model, model, mannequin, claims her biggest health issue, is that she is anorexic.
her biggest health issue is that she can't stop putting stickers on her goddamn pizza. That's her biggest goddamn health issue. I don't even know who the fuck she is, but
Oh, dude, look her up.
I don't want
I mean,
to. Last time I looked
but
up something that you motherfuckers told me to look up, I looked up mukbang, and I vomited in my soul for a week. No, I'm not gonna look this shit up. I have no desire to look this shit up.
I mean,
Because I know
no.
for a goddamn fact, if a 400-pound woman says that she has anorexia, as soon as I see her, I'm gonna vomit in my soul. Like, I'm going to lose.
But yeah, it's one of those funny. Well, to me, I think back to a George Carlin stand-up. He's like, "Isn't it sad when we're describing ourselves with an antonym? Look at that! Look at him, Dave. He's 90 years young. You're so terrified of saying old. You're gonna say young when you mean old." And
I'm gonna look at a 400-pound woman and go, look at her. She died 90 years
well, no,
diabetic.
she died 400 pounds light. Imagine if she was 400 pounds. That would be terrifying. Thankfully, she was 300 pounds light. I mean, if you say it's 100% light, it might sound stupid. So you might have to add at least 100 pounds. Look at her. She died 100 pounds heavy.
Thankfully. Thankfully, she did not have
Thankfully,
type 2
she was
diabetes.
only 100 pounds heavy. Society is so stupid.
Alright, 65 vegetable pies. And then we're done with the refrigerated cargo pod.
Pumpkin everywhere, not a squash to see. But if Tess Holiday fell down on this planet, there'd be plenty of squashes. Beautiful at any size, except for this one female I was talking to who told me beautiful at any size was just for fat bitches. It's a female, a legitimate female. Not that anyone's ever gonna believe that.
If I'm going, anyway, if I'm gonna get banned from Twitch, I'm gonna quote the great Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. That's only something ugly people say.
You know, I was actually listening to well, now he's dead. Norm Macdonald. He's like, you know what? When it comes to sayings, I prefer sayings that are accurate. Like, beauty is only skin deep. You know what? This is true. If you see a woman, well, I'm gonna expand on this, a man or a woman, and you see a beautiful face, good stature, good posture, you see everything is perfect and proportionate. Yes, that is beautiful. And it is skin deep. Now, if you were to skin this person, they would no longer be beautiful.
And that is 100% accurate.
Of course, the other joke that really, actually, the one joke I should say that really got me going. It's a very dark joke. If you trigger warning, blah blah blah, because people are pansies.
Trigger
If you
warning.
need
You're
to
watching Buddha and Zionics. Trigger warning. You're going to be offended if you haven't been offended by now.
You probably have mid
You're
watching.
fucking Friday. A trigger warning.
But
yeah, Buddha is speaking. Trigger warning.
Oh, just Buddha. Okay, I'll take that. No, he was sitting there. It's like, wouldn't a great practical joke be, is to blame somebody on your suicide note?
Well,
I'm
that sounds
doing
like a
this.
challenge, speedrun. That's a Goram challenge.
Oh, oh. I'm gonna leave that to Zionics. I
This
think I should
challenge
win.
may have to go to Discord because I want to keep
I,
streaming.
Cause I mean, yeah, people make challenges like this, and funny enough, I I don't think I've ever lost. I mean, talk to Zionics on that one. I'm
All right,
I'm gonna
Buddha,
stay out
you
of there.
you can be as insulting and offensive in the Discord as you want to be.
Yeah, no,
You,
and like
you have been
Discord
challenged.
is sensitive too, but
Well, yeah, we get banned from Discord. That's also a badge
yeah,
of honor.
apparently this place called Gilded exists too. I was actually, but either way, what was I talking about now? Fucking bitch. God damn it, guys.
Fuck you, Wolf. Sorry, you were talking about some Buddha. I was shooting a wolf in the
I don't know. I'm
face.
trying to remember what I was saying before I got challenged.
I was saying you were the most offensive human being I ever met, and then Speedrun said, Buddha, you guys have never offended me. And I went, Buddha could probably offend you. And the
Yeah, but
challenge,
I
the
was trying to
gauntlet was thrown
consider
down, and
my
I went,
thought process
not on Twitch,
first.
motherfuckers, not on Twitch. And
just-
that was a summary of the last, 5-10 minutes. Gauntlet thrown down again. Thrown down again.
Roger that. Oh, so it was Norm Macdonald. He was doing this stand-up where he was sitting there. It's like, imagine, just as a practical joke on your suicide note, you go, I speed run made me do it. And then, a little while later, after doing some investigations, ultimately the police show up and be like, do you know Buddha? Yeah, I know Buddha. Do you know why he cited himself? No, I don't know why he cited himself. Well, on his final note, he said because I speed run made him do it. In which case, all of a sudden, I speed run. Well, apparently he's pretending he has less of a soul than I do, which is. But okay, yeah. Oh no! Oh no! I caused Buddha to do something bad. But that was ultimately his joke, get us canceled and whatnot. But Wolf. I thought I heard bear. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard speedrun claiming he was. It, would you? Well, no, I don't think I can ask that of Speed. Well,
Well, I
I
mean,
can.
you just framed him for murder. I mean, fuck it. Ask away. What's the worst
No,
that could happen?
I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
If I were to ask someone, quote unquote, to tell the most offensive joke they've ever said, can are they allowed to say this on stream, or do I need to be like, yeah, you need to share that on Discord?
I'm pretty sure that's you need to share that on Discord, buddy.
Okay, so
I know. I
sorry,
mean,
sorry.
I have plenty of offensive jokes in my repertoire, and I'm not willing to say any of them on stream. Uh,
Okay, so Speed, if you would just let me know the bar, which is trusting of me. Problem is because you could just I'll internet. Um, yeah, no, go to Discord, send your most your most offensive joke. I'll see where I
all
stand.
right. Okay, guys. Do I need an offensive joke channel? Like, seriously,
That'd probably be good.
is that what I need to make?
Well, some people like Speed. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm down for the party. But this is well, now I'm saying that, but makes it sound like I'm trying to hide behind you. Fuck. Um,
I don't want to get banned on
either
Twitch
re-
or Discord.
regardless, it's Zyonix's channel. He tells me where I can be fucked up. I've pissed off plenty of
Whoa,
people
oh, no,
with
no, no,
my
no, 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 no. Bad, 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 bad. Bad touch. Bad touch. Um,
a bunch.
can't go that direction. Cannot go that direction.
Not gonna finish that joke reference. No mudslides here.
Alright, so what I'm getting out of this conversation is I need to make an offensive jokes category.
Where there's like temporary access.
I don't want to be a temporary access.
Don't want,
Everyone
well,
has access.
I don't want, well, everyone, but I don't want, new people to just be like, oh, what that guy said. Well, actually, it might be better to be like, you know what offensive joke I know? Scroll, scroll, scroll. I have no offensive jokes.
Well, for now, it's just the general chat. That's basically all it is.
Besides, from what I understand, in Australia, you get arrested for such jokes.
I thought they just got arrested for having KFC.
That too. No, that's New Zealand. That's New Zealand.
Oh, that's right. New Zealand was the one where KFC was outlawed.
KFC across state or county borders. That sounds so racist on so many different levels.
KFC's really good. And I think KFC is on the level of being decriminalized, and like it's one of those things. Like if
No.
you're a
Well,
sufficiently liberal country, I feel like KFC should be decriminalized. I think that we as a civilization have advanced far enough that decriminalization of KFC should be global, universal.
but you're not respecting the vegan vegetarian group.
It
And
doesn't
therefore,
matter.
you are
They
a
don't
hateful
have to.
bigot.
They don't have to
And
eat KFC. Oh,
No.
fuck balls, 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 balls.
Ju- Just talk to Speedrun, man. He understands that bigotry encompasses things that do not involve him because If it does not involve him, you must be a bigot.
You know what? Fucking bears are a bunch of fucking Tuesdays.
Bear, 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 my darling. Don't scream another word. Bear, 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 my
Fucking
darling.
hate bears. I'm so mad at that bear that I'm going to shoot that buffalo. Because fuck bears.
Well, that's the Aussie thing to do, you know, misdirected rage and impotence. Oh, I know how to be offensive. A person of color crossed the road. Why?
Because I shot him!
Because the cross light was on. Ah, yes, Speed. You will be so funny and offensive.
I'm gonna go to hell.
Honestly, I'm thinking more clean offensive jokes right now. Do you need any more? Apparently you do. Animal fat?
No. No. No, 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 no. I do not need any
Oh.
more animal fat. I have all the
Okay.
pastry I need. I literally... We need squash is what we need.
I,
Well, squash
I
and
look
corn, but I know we have a fucking metric butt ton of corn.
available, yeah. No, I honestly sure am gonna have to fucking look. I mean, well, like internet search, cause I was heading south. I was looking back and forth. I didn't see a single goddamn swash.
How do you not have enough copper for your pants, speedrun? Just use corduroy.
I mean, I'm thinking about making a joke about it's shocking how he can't get pulse to go through his pants, but you know, some people have issues.
I'm thinking back to our Valheim playthroughs, and you know what? Not having enough copper for your pants. It's a real problem that needs to be addressed. It's
Hmm. When you don't have copper, you taste copper. That sounds horrible. I can't take no more.
oh,
Did you?
copper chest, copper helm, wooden pants. Ugh.
He enjoys the splinters, man.
In your pants?
You know how they say, you know, some sensation is better than no sensation at all.
I disagree with that entirely. There's certain sensations I don't want to feel at all. And splinters are those sensations. Fuck me, how the hell are we gonna get squash? Ah, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
cold wood.
Um, so you want a denser wood to enter a warm body with liquids so it could expand. I mean, if you're a sadist or yeah, yeah, no, a masochist. If you're a masochist, I mean, enjoy the quote unquote pressure. And yet again, we don't judge. We don't judge. You do you.
Given some of the games we play, it's arguable that we are, in fact, masochists. Remnant from the Ashes comes to mind.
All the pain. All the pain. Oh, so
But the
have you?
righteous fucking fury when we finally goddamn won.
So have you gotten your hands on the our Atom project?
No, I have not. I haven't found squash yet either.
Squash are common form of plant life found in forest and riverlands. Location on Icarus when consumed. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Well, we're in forest. I mean, at this point, I'm willing to change ranks with you. Let you go do mining and let me run through um the snow so I can get to the the riverlands. Just come back. Let's call it for the night. I think we're just trying
Every
to
time I
find.
see a yellow plant, I'm looking for squash. I really
No,
am.
no, I understand. I understand.
But yeah, no, it's probably about time to call it a night,
Yeah, no.
anyways.
For us, it's dark 48. So
That means we're about to get raided.
there once was a raid that came to me. I
And I'm
doubt
gonna
the
go
raid
drink
was the
an energy
PvP.
drink. See, I won't actually do that unless we get raided. Oh, fuck. I got turned around. Alright. I'm an idiot.
Just head to your own marker.
Yeah, no. I did a dumb.
Happens to the best of us. You just have to look at our last night's stream where I failed to use the waypoint marker to get back home even though I wasn't that far away. I don't care about pumpkin. Seriously, I just want one. Just one. But yeah, no,
All I
there
want for Christmas is fucking squash. It's
a
fucking
fucking
squash.
squash.
A
A single fucking
fucking
squash.
squash. I don't like carrot, but I want fucking squash. Even the squash is gross, and I don't want to actually eat a squash. Dear! Hmm? All the trees are burnt to a crisp. That means I'm almost home.
Kinda? Huh. Last time I was at home, I saw no trees. You know, I think maybe this is one of those points of, hey, this mission requires squash, watermelon, and gerbils. You come down with the seeds for squash, watermelons, and gerbils.
Yeah, honestly, we probably should have come down. Because squash has always been rare. Like, that's one of those things. Is squash is one of those things that has consistently been hard to get.
Yeah. Well, it's been part of the ever growing. Oh, why should like we haven't built planter boxes for a minute now just because what's the point?
Planter boxes suck. And we also don't have a compelling reason to build planter boxes since we haven't needed to store anything.
Yep. Well, time to call it. So, thanks for watching. I'll leave it for something to fluff it up more. That thanks for watching is my peak at the moment.
That's as far as it goes.
Like, subscribe, follow, punch midgets, whatever.
You know, because sometimes you just need to punch a midget. It's
Mainly
just
Peter Dinklage, because apparently he has no idea what Game of Thrones was supposed to be, which is a little depressing because he played Peter Dinklage so well. But did I say Peter Dinklage twice?
Peter Dinklage played Peter Dinklage so well.
What was his name? Damn it. Well, I was already in the call it phase, but enjoy.
I got
Peter
challenged
Dinklage.
by
Peter
chat.
Dinklage. Peter Dinklage played Tyrion Lannister so well. He was great. He was perfect. He was phenomenal. But Peter Dinklage is still a goddamn moron because he has no idea what the story was about. And it came about when he was sitting there. It's like, oh, the only reason why people didn't like the end of Game of Thrones, and this is his word. Well, his words according to newspaper, magazine, or what have you. Wouldn't be surprised if it's 1000% accurate. Is because they wanted the pretty white people to get together. No. In fact, I wanted multiple of the pretty white people to kill multiple of the other pretty white people. Like, literally, that is the stupidest take. But he's a little short on understanding, so we need to be big on his perspective. So, Peter Dinklage, Pound Sand. I kind of hope you never get work again because you're. Well, correction. If you get work again, hopefully Dumb and Dumber are your directors. You gonna shoot me again?
No.
I mean, I'll add up.
All right. Thanks for watching this speed run. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. If
We
I
can
don't,
raid.
if I'm gonna, oh, we can raid. Oh shit! Fucking a. What? Okay. Who do we have up right now?
Quicklier, be quicklier.
Eh,
Yeah, no, seriously, I got some issues with the guy, and yeah, actually, I honestly watched what was that shit ass um um X-Men movie? It was it was the one where they introduced the robots. I forget what they're called now, like Cyclons, Cyctrons, or something like that.
all right. Let's go raid Shuratenchi.
Okay, let's go. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. No. Thanks for hanging out with us
No,
tonight, man.
jump, jump, jump.
Jumping.
We actually, for a couple seconds, had a fourth person, but Extra! Oh wow, he's doing. Why is he able to listen to music?
So much for that raid. How are you, my friend? How's it going?
It's DRM free music.
I feel like it's faster if I move on foot here. Just to
It
pick up all the
sounded like
things. Funny enough, I'm in the middle of foraging myself.
Fuck.
It's like third-person Icarus, right?
I'm quitting right now. Sticks. It sounded like sticks.
It's not.
Oh, useful.
Almost the exact same. I know, right? How you been? How's stream? Will it be as
Successful
friendly
for
or
being
with
small.
a Teddy? I mean, deadly. What did I say? Teddy? The hell? My
Deadly
brain's
do
been
right.
malfunctioning all day.
Tell me about it.
Nice. Congrats, man.